Hubba bubba da bubba bubba da hubba bubba da bubba da. Hubba bubba da hubba da hubba da hubba da bubba da hubba da bubba. Hubba bubba da bubba da bubba da hubba da bubba da bubba. Hubba bubba da hubba da bubba da hubba 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 da bubba da hubba da bubba. Hubba da bubba da hubba da bubba da hubba da bubba da ha. Hubba da bubba da bubba da bubba da hubba da bubba da bubba. Hubba da bubba da hubba da bubba da hubba da bubba da hub. Hubba da bubba da hubba da bubba da hubba da hubba da bubba. Hubba da bubba da hubba da bubba da bubba da bubba da hubba da bubba da hubba da bubba da hubba da bubba da bubba da bubba da hubba da bubba. All right, I think we got it. I think we got him. Okay. Cool. So we're playing plosives. We're playing plosives today. Buddy. We're playing the game of plosives, where I plosive into the mic all plosively. We're playing a new game, and we also have a bit of a new overlay that I want to test out. Bing bong, there we go. Don't know if this will be what we do in the long run, but this will make it so I don't have to edit my stupid dumb face out of any video I make, so that'll be great. Man, this choir going in. Holy shit. All right. It's first major story expansion for 40K Trade, offering a massive amount of content with about 15 hours of fresh gameplay and a new romanceable companion. There's love in 40K? What the shit? You mean frequency? Who are you talking about with that one? There's romance in 40K? What the? Oh. Oh, I see. Well, what reference? Oh, okay. Oh, I get it. All right. All right, I got you. I understand. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Unfair. In grim darkness of the far future, there is only war. This mode is the ultimate challenge for the boldest of Lord captains who want to truly immerse themselves in the world of 40K with the highest stakes possible. All decisions, victories, and losses in grim darkness mode are final and irreversible. You only have a single save, which is updated automatically every time you exit the game. No loading from an earlier point, no second chances, etc., etc. If you manage to successfully overcome all obstacles and make it all the way to the epilogue, bringing glory to the Vaughn Lindsay Dynasty, you will receive the There's Only War achievement. And a special item for all your future playthroughs as a testament to your skill and bravery. If your party or void ship is defeated in battle, your grim darkness journey ends there. You will be offered to either honorably accept your fate and delete the save, or continue the game in custom mode. However, completing this will not grant you the There's Only War achievement and the special reward. Emperor Protects. It is possible to turn off the grim darkness mode at any time, converting it to custom mode. Once this is done, it cannot be reversed. It's currently only available in single player mode. Inviting your friend into a game with this mode will automatically convert it to custom. Okay, well, let's not fucks with that right. Wow, there's so many difficulty options. Okay. Just gonna hit next. Create your very own rogue trader from scratch. My day. Whoa, whoa, whoa! I didn't pick my shit. Hold on. How dare this man have a smile on his face in the grim darkness of war? Hmm. Gotta go all the way over. The Blue Minotaur is about to die. Oh, it's one of 5 of these tattoos. Understood. Okay. Gotta have some 40K faceplate.
Fit for the fun, Valancius. Deliver their demise.
Success is the only outcome I accept.
Oh shit. Okay. There's so many options! Alright. Deathworld's the planet's beasts, sometimes even the environment itself, take aggressive and destructive forms, invincible to human life. Inimical. In it. Look, man, I'm not an expert on fucking old English, okay? Give me a minute. Inimical. Inimical. Understood. Gonna have that one up on another page. Inimical. Colonized many death worlds possess valuable resources that require an outpost of other human presence upon the planet's surface to harvest. Harsh environments result in the hardiest, most resilient population in the galaxy. Those tested and found wanting die young. So I get a hit to my intelligence and fellowship on my physical stats. Oh, Voidborn. Voidborn are humans birthed in the belly of a void vessel or aboard an ancient orbital satellite. Those who have lived their lives on void ships become inured to some extent due to reality-altering processes of the warp and to living in low or zero-gravity environments. In many cases, their features are drawn and their skin paled. They may even have minor deformities or stratagems, speech, or general power intelligence, but strength down. Adworld's population is so dense that the great swabs of the surface of the world are frequently covered in gargantuan cities bejeweled with towering spires that pierce the atmosphere. Hive worlds are vital to the welfare of the Imperium and the beating heart of its economy and war machine. They produce munitions for the Emperor's armies in vast manufactories. Mine valuable minerals and refined fuel for the Imperial Navy. Innumerable regiments of the Astra Militarum are raised from their massive populations as well. Used to working with people, but I don't have any idea of my own. Weapon personalization. Forge World. Forge Worlds are the domain of the Adeptus Mechanicus, entire planets ceded to the demands of vast macro industries. Each is a manufacturing super complex of unimaginable capacity and power. Over the millennia, different Forge Worlds have become especially renowned for their philosophies or ways of war. These are often colored by the technologies they specialize in. Manufacturing the bulk of a Forge World's population is utilized as a labor force, while the fortunate few may be inducted into the ranks of the Adeptus Mechanicus itself. Imperial World is one of a million planets united by the belief in the immortal god Emperor. Hailing from hyper-technological societies to grimy feudal populations, the inhabitants of countless worlds offer fealty and devotion to the master of humanity and the Imperial Creed espoused by his servants. The designation Imperial World encompasses a vast array of wholly dissimilar worlds that are, nevertheless, part of the Imperium. No heresy. Fortress worlds are planets where the entire populace is immersed in warfare. They constantly train for the day that they will be called upon to defend the Imperium, a charge they solemnly uphold. Fortress worlds establishes bulwarks against the enemy. Every citizen is a soldier, trained to fight from the moment they can handle a weapon. Forge World. Forge World characters gain 10 plus int bonus % critical hit chance. Forge World characters gain agility bonus divided by 2 times MP and plus 2 times agility bonus. Okay. or Forge World characters gain 5 plus 2 times toughness bonus % armor. Or I can gain a flat plus 10 to something. Imperial World characters can select any characteristic except for weapon skill or ballistic skill and add a plus 10. Outfit settings. Oh. To a Forge World, but a Psyker. That's a little funny. Psykers are feared and distrusted by... Okay, I'm sorry, excuse me. Psykers are feared and distrusted, but are nonetheless valuable assets to the Imperium. The role of the Adeptus Destrata Telepathica is to recruit, identify, and classify those found to possess psychic abilities. The most powerful, who somehow survive the rigorous sanctioning rituals, are selected to serve on the battlefield. The mind of a sanctioned Psyker is steeled against the manifold dangers risked by wielders of warp powers. You were one of those found worthy to serve humanity and miraculously survived the perils of the warp. Damaging Psyker powers count as weapon attacks, counting toward the normal attack limit per turn and gaining all the benefits of abilities and talents, increasing the damage attacks. For example, a soldier using the run and gun ability will be able to use damaging Psyker powers twice per turn. Operatives and analyze enemies affects the damage of damage Psyker. Like, I gotta go with Oh, shit, there's more! Okay. Biomancers specialize in manipulating biological energy and processes with the power of their mind. Masters of the flesh, learning to shape and influence their own physical forms according to their will, as well as those allies. Diviners seek to discern the hidden past galaxy and know the course of events yet to come. These abilities allow diviners to look into the twisting strands in the immaterium, in search of the answers they seek, and sometimes even influence the outcome of it itself. Pyromancer is a master of... Pyromancer is a master of flame. A Psyker who is able to create searing infamous infernos out of thin air. Pyromancy is one of the most spectacular and destructive forms of psychic ability. Those who face a Pyromancer in combat are often reduced to not charred. Psykers of the Sanctic discipline master their connection to the Golden Throne to support their allies with holy might, stave off support. Telepaths use their psychic powers in conjunction with their own minds to delude, control, and destroy the minds of their enemies. Oh, hell yeah. Okay. The target gains +10 +4 times Psyker's Psi rating, strength, and toughness until the end of combat. Until the end of combat, all targets within the area suffer a big-ass penalty to strength and agility, and increases to all incoming damage. Stores wounds to the target. If this ability brings the target to full wounds, the power also removes all stunned, bleeding, blinded, mobilized, staggered, and fresh. Oh. Until the end of combat, the target recovers. Target heals. Target ally immediately gains an extra turn with twice the number of the normal MP. Their body is subjected to severe stress, making them suffer 5% of their maximum wounds damage at the end of each turn until the end of combat. Psyker deals damage they gain. What would Jesus, what? Died. Sorry. Goddamn. Divination specializes in gleaning information and using it to turn fortune to your favor. Diviners find useful insights everywhere, manifesting extrasensory abilities and glimpsing the future. Increases the target's dodge or parry. Where's my lightning shit? The target suffers from damage and suffers the warp burn effect. This attack has armor pen. All allies in a circle with a 5-cell radius gain +1 resolve until the end of combat. Every additional stack of this effect increases. Following features will be available after origin. This psychic power costs 50 momentum and only be used momentum is at the end of combat. The weapon Psyker's hand is replaced by a sword made of sheer. The sword has a single target attack and an aim. Oh, okay, Sword of Faith. All allies affected by Word of the Emperor gain the Hammer of the Emperor effect. %50 against the Xenos, by 100% against Chaos Worshippers, Atari, 150% against demons, and by 50% already damaged the Psyker. I guess that souls. Okay, so on solving the mystery of a powerful psychically active artifact, managed to destroy the creation of countless enemies. Affected by the intelligence characteristic. Knowledge of Imperium. Ah, gotcha. Oh. Accused of being possessed by a warp entity and forced into exile, leaving your soul forever. An error during the sanctioning process brought you many hours of agony. Cost you thousands of lives. Intimidation. Okay, okay. Alright. Warriors are combatants boasting exceptional melee prowess, capable of dealing high damage in quarters combat and withstanding heavy amounts of damage. Excel at drawing enemy attention from less to soaking damage. Officers use their willpower and fellowship to improve. Well, that's not me. Extra turn, single. An operative uses intelligence and perception to find and exploit weaknesses, enemies' defenses, attack from an. Soldier is a master of all ranged weapons, able to assume an advantage position and ready to rain fire on the enemy. Rain in a highly diverse range of arms, a soldier lasting first. Warrior moves in a straight line and launches a melee attack against any target in the warrior's path. This attack does not count toward the limit of the warrior's turn. Okay. Reflects a character's competence in all forms of close combat. How many points? I have. Okay, so it goes up by 5. Gotcha. Ability to withstand the horrors of the. Okay, so I can only upgrade something twice. Strength represents how physically strong a character is. It affects the damage a character inflicts with melee weapons. Allows them to lift heavy objects. Point of strength. One-handed melee weapon, 10%. Characters knowledge for each point. Intelligence bonus characters deal 5% more on first ranged area attacks. Also 4. Okay. In all forms of close combat, it increases their parry and reduces. Characters pick out a straight bolt. I guess I don't have a choice on that one. Oh, understood. that's the case. Word of the Emperor! Okay, let's do it. Only after 40 minutes. To 40 minutes of grueling trial and error. Yeah, that is a little weird without the... There isn't a cut that I can make to do that. Okay, well, if I have a press any button, then I'm going to take this opportunity to get something to drink. Do that beforehand like a dummy. I will be right back. Okie dokie, I have a little snack. I have plenty of water.
An excellent place for contemplation. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's sublimity.
Well, alrighty then. Oh, cool. I have all the time in the world to just pick something. I didn't pick my portrait! Fuck. Oh, well, it's fine. It's fine. Maybe I'll be able to change it later. Who knows?
An interesting perspective. However, allow me to offer you a bit of advice. In the interests of your own well-being, you should frame your thoughts with greater piety. Demonstrating such a lack of care when choosing your words might be viewed by certain people as evidence of insufficient trepidation before the God Emperor, the master of humanity.
Hey. Seem to attach much importance to words. Oh, I have a fondness for names. I've yet to hear yours.
My apologies. The statements you made were so intriguing that I forgot myself. Allow me to introduce myself. Kunrad Voigtveer, Master of Whispers, in the employ of Her Ladyship rogue trader Theodora von Valencias. At your service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before.
Highlighted words can help you better understand the word name or its description. That's really good for all of the fucking Warhammer jargon. Okay, cool. Aim is back. As to avoid any misunderstanding, sanction Siger.
I am aware of that fact. It would have been unacceptable negligence to have overlooked such a detail when compiling your profile. Fate bestowed upon you powers of witchcraft, and a duty to use them for the good of the Imperium. Yours is truly an unenviable lot. I will be frank with
Holy shit!
you. You may forget your past titles, no matter who gave them to you, or what their origins are. From the moment you and the other candidate were brought aboard this void ship, your fate changed. You now serve Lord Captain Theodora von Valencias, and carry the burden of an heir of this house. Henceforth, you share your dynastic name with Her Ladyship. Bear it with honor.
You have a curious title, Master of Whispers. What are your fucking... You have a curious title, Master of Whispers. What are your responsibilities?
To put it plainly, I am the head of the network of spies and informers who serve the interests of House von Valencias. I uncover weak links both among Lady Theodora's retinue and in the ranks of her rivals. I eliminate our vulnerabilities and exploit those of others.
Tell me about the one whose ship I've found myself.
I would rather not discuss the Lord Captain behind her back. Especially not on board her ship. No one knows better than I that whispers are wont to attract particularly close attention. Suffice it to say that Her Ladyship is the bearer of the sacred warrant of trade and a woman of immense power and entitlement. However privileged your position may be, I ask that you do not incur her anger by being disrespectful or obtuse. Lady Theodora despises both qualities.
Assume you had some goal in mind when you decided to seek me out? Let us address it.
But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patroness, and I'm sure she has just as many questions for you. It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far. The Lord Captain and Master Ethelthrad von Valencius are conversing on the observation platform. Let us join them there.
Rogue trader Theodore von Valencius desires to personally meet with you. Person recently.
Rise to the top.
Okay, cool. So
or
move
get
around.
left in the dust.
Can I? There's no way I could change that, right? I didn't think so. That sucks. Oh well. I guess we deal with it. Some objects in the game can be interacted with in a special way. They are marked with specific icons. Some icons allow you to study objects. Others will transfer the character to neighboring locations or launch small events. These icons become visible when the character is standing close enough to the interactive object. You can interact with such objects using the A button. If there are multiple interactive objects next to the character, you can switch between them with left bumper or right bumper. Some interactive objects, such as doors or chests, are not always marked with icons. Move your character closer to the object. If it is highlighted, the object is interactable. Also bring up the cursor using the left stick click in. Hover over icon.
Is there money to be made?
Have you heard? Apparently, the lower decks got a big influx of new blood after the last one on-world resupply. Is there some pestilence spreading through the crew? That's why we had to make up some of the shortfall. Last time it was blue leprosy that coaled our ranks. I have a hard time speaking. Words are very difficult. May his will strengthen my heart. May my humble fuck. Oh well, whatever. Fuck.
One of the von Valencius trophy rooms. Perhaps you would like to take a look around after your audience with the Lord Captain.
What's happening?
Oh, combat! Not the servitors.
To arms!
You have been ambushed. The battle begins. To survive in the grim darkness of the far future, you will have to face enemies of all kinds and fight for your life. These hints and tutorials will familiarize you with the combat system of Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Okay. Oh god. That poor little flashlight gun. Oh, he's dead. Oh, he dead too. Movement and combat. All battles in the game are turn-based and take place on a grid. On their turn, a character can move, attack, and use their abilities. Select a cell within the highlighted area and press A twice to move that character there. Movement points, or MP, determine how far a character can move on their turn. 1 MP corresponds to 1 cell in the battlefield. Moving diagonally is more costly. Every second diagonal cell uses 2 MP. Where is my... Okay, I have 6.
Don't let your guard down.
Okay, that's cute. Do I... Oh.
I'm ready for whatever comes.
Attack of opportunity. Characters with melee weapons can make an attack of opportunity if an opponent in an adjacent cell initiates movement. It can also be triggered by some abilities. All characters with melee weapons, including members of your party, make attacks of opportunity. The chance to hit and deal is calculated just like a normal attack. Right in the back of the head. Characters just landed a critical hit. That deals increased damage equal to the character's critical damage stat. Character's critical damage is 150% of the normal damage by default, however, certain talents can increase. Okay. Okay, ow. How do I use my psyker shit?
It's as good as done.
Oh, there we go. Okay. All allies in a circle with a 5-cell radius gain +1 resolve until the end of combat. Every additional stack of this effect increases resolve.
I'll see to it personally. I'll make it happen.
Oh, okay, I see what's up. All right.
For the glory of the Imperium!
What suspiciously poor timing for such an accident. Servitors malfunction on the officer's deck at exactly the same moment when the rogue trader and her heirs are gathered here. I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from advancing their plan. I'm afraid I must remain here. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders personally. I hope you will have no difficulty reaching the observation platform on your own. It is just at the end of this corridor.
Okay, fair enough.
I always keep my options open.
I don't have a inventory button yet. The Grand Void Ship. Glory to the Omnissiah, giver of knowledge.
That is simply irrational, Lady Theodora. Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide. Practically an admission of heresy.
Then suggest an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the situation. No worse than my seneschal could have done. Make a decision. What will you do with Ion 6, Edelthrad? While you are considering your answer, Edelthrad, I wish to speak with someone else. Perhaps I shall hear something more interesting than incoherent mumbling. Approach.
What is this? Is this someone from your retinue, Theodora? Do you permit your people to interrupt your conversations in such a fashion?
I give that permission to those with something of substance to say. Let us see if it was worth it. This is the second candidate for the title of my successor. Step forward. Consider this hypothetical situation. Ion 6. A new world on the fringes of the Coronis expanse. High seismic activity. Regular magma eruptions.
New information.
Metamorphic rock deposits. Prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect those who offer them sacrifices. Flights of fancy, you might say, but attempts to install ore extractors have failed for the second time. The mining crew sent to the planet's surface simply vanished overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with this poisoned treasure?
Those spirits could well be the natives' name for dangerous alien. But first verify if indeed the case and if the population of Ion 6 engages in Xeno worship. The ways to confirm whether that is happening on Ion 6 is witchcraft or not. It might cost several psychers to do so, but it will give us the answer.
Thorough, but presumptuous. It took me a great deal to find one psyker who could serve me well for many years. Yet you speak of several.
Sanctioned psychers are rare and valuable instruments of the Golden Throne. Or do you suggest that we use heretics, who are an offense to the God Emperor's light? It would be rather careless of you to utter such profanity in the presence of his faithful servants.
Stood was still more. I gave a straight answer to a simple question, which, as I understand, was still more than you could do, Edel.
Insolent, ignorant upstart. How dare you?
Edelthrad, I believe I gave you an assignment on this ship. Explain to me then why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officer's deck, instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence the inspection of the compartments in his purview.
I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I well forgot the time.
Okay.
So, why are you here?
Is it not you who sent for me?
You have ceded the opening that was offered to you in a woeful display of meekness. Admittedly, this tendency is equally strong in all who toil in the Emperor's service. Immutable hierarchy, absolute obedience, lickspittlery, compulsion to please. I value none of these things. From the moment my envoys came for you, the terms of your existence changed. My name is Theodora von Valancius Massimo of Scaris. I am a rogue trader in the service of the God Emperor of humanity. And my rights and freedoms are vindicated by a most sacred relic. The warrant of trade, kept aboard this very vessel. Mine is the honor to venture into the darkness, beyond the Imperium, and carry humanity's light where powers wicked and heretical reign, and bow death and ruin to us all. It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find thereon. Resources, people, riches, and mysteries is mine by right. I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing. And you are one of those with von Valancius blood in their veins and a rightful claim to this inheritance when the hour comes.
I am ready to take on this sacred purpose.
Oh, yes. You would be, wouldn't you? The question is, am I ready to choose you over the rest? You came aboard hours before the warp jump, and have not yet distinguished yourself in any way. As things currently stand, I have doubts that you are suitable for the role of rogue trader. Bloodright alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of a warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful. If not for the role of Lord Captain, then for that of their closest ally. Alas, even those responsibilities can at times be too challenging for those who share your blood. Kunrad Voitvir served me for many years before he made his mistake.
Master of Whispers is related to you?
His kinship to me is most distant, as is yours. Nonetheless, he does bear the name von Valancius, even if he avoids using it publicly, and as such, strictly speaking, can be considered my heir. That door, however, is closed to him. Voitvir's performance in his current role is satisfactory. Or it used to be, at least.
Thank you for clarifying. May I ask my questions now?
I have some time before the Navigator gives the signal to initiate the Void ship's translation out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge.
An incident took place on the officer's deck. Some servitors went berserk and attacked the crew.
Is that so? Perhaps the technomats were careless during maintenance. Or it could be the warp playing tricks on us in spite of the Gellerfield. Or perhaps there is something to all the stories about the ship being possessed after all.
Lady Theodora, for the God Emperor's sake, surely you do not intend to start repeating idle rumors spread about by uneducated riffraff.
Enough, Abelard. Such hearsay amuses me. Idira eagerly retells me everything she learns from the whispers of her unseen advisors. This ship is thousands of years old. It has enough hidden nooks, malfunctioning cogitators, and unused compartments to make ignorant folks speak of specters dwelling inside the bulkheads and plotting against those who yet live.
Gracious Lord Captain, surely there are ways I could prove myself a worthy heir. I have no more questions.
In that case, I shall head to... Disturbances reported on the adjacent decks. Seneschal, if the need arises, protect the new blood. It is possible that the chance to prove your worth may present itself sooner than you may have anticipated.
Well, okay. Oh, shit. Heretics!
Just make the spoils that much sweeter.
All combatants act in turns, and their order is determined by an initiative roll. The order of turns is displayed on the left side of the screen from bottom to top. Okay. That is a ton of dudes about to shoot the shit out of us. All right, let's do it.
Look out.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. One fewer target. Weapon at the ready. Die!
Okay.
Chaos guides me. I serve the ruinous powers.
Use cover to avoid enemy attacks. Cover that a character can hide behind are marked with a shield or a shield with a skull. When standing close to them, the character will automatically take up an advantageous position. In this case, the chance that the enemy attacks hit the cover and not the character behind the cover. The character will not receive a bonus if attacked from a side not protected.
I'll see to it, Percy. You never stood a chance. It's as good as done.
Okay, I think that's all I can do. All right.
Death to the weak. I've suffered worse.
Just like, ah, whatever.
Just a minor setback.
I am your doom.
Break their morale. Death to the heretics.
Characters receive a temporary positive effect from an ally. Such effects enhance your character's capabilities in combat in some way. Press the left stick to activate the initiative tree. Select the character you down. Press X in the character information window. Old injury, -1. Up. An injury that wasn't healed in time, it can be healed with a Medicaid, but it requires passing a Medicaid check. Injuries evolve and cause trauma. 50 ballistic skill until the end of combat. Oh, okay. Oh, 2 free cells between the warrior and the target. Only do left, or I should say.
Who if not me?
Pistols are what I'm good with.
Out of my way.
Emperor, protect me.
Follow my lead.
Let's go, boy!
Glory of the Imperium.
Mort, take a team with you and clear a path to the transport line. Do not let a single whoreson survive. Didn't bat an eye when that scum burst onto the deck, huh? Not bad. I have seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of combat on the upper decks. The false sense of security offered by their position makes them that much more vulnerable to the harsh realities of warp travel.
What are your orders?
Mort has gone on ahead to clear a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the Arch-Militant requires aid. And be quick about it.
Keep your wits about you.
Oh, okay, cool. Body's riddled with holes, an improvised single-shot gun lies smoking in his hands. That guy's dead.
Thank Providence you are alive and well.
Always on time, eh, Coonrad? The moment we finish chasing the riffraff around the deck, you show up. Always just after the fighting's done. You could set your chrono by it.
Mort, hold yourself together.
What, did the Lord Captain send you to chivvy us along? We're all done here. I'll report right away.
Master of Whispers, what is happening on my ship? The Voxnet is silent. The Voxmaster is not responding. Armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck, and my Arch-Militant just destroyed several more heretics on the way here. Is this a severe case of warp madness? Have some of my crew lost their minds and forgotten who they are and whom they serve? Report!
I have not yet received word from the Engineerium regarding any Gellerfield failures, but communications were already unstable half an hour ago, and now they have ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences are spreading fast. I am receiving scattered reports from the middle decks, and the only Voxcasts from the lower bays are one-way heretical gibberish. That the madmen have already reached the officer's deck suggests that this outrage was planned in advance. Perhaps this is an organized mutiny.
Severe warp madness. Mutiny? Would attempt a mutiny here in the warp?
Lunatics, fools, heretics. This ship houses thousands upon thousands of people. Pernicious thoughts and warp-induced delusions could have tainted any one of them. It is a difficult notion to accept, but such risks are inescapable. First, we have to confirm that the bridge and the Navigator's Sanctum are secure. And I have the means to do both things at once.
That's gonna be no game for people on board, huh?
I must know if he is unharmed. A psyker aboard a ship that is potentially being assailed by the warp could pose a greater threat to himself and others than a whole army of madmen with improvised weapons.
I tried to locate him, but the last thing known about his movements is that he arrived on Transitional Deck 18.
Blast it! Master of Whispers, find Edelthrad immediately. Seneschal, locate Tlas and the Sister of Battle. Both are to remain at my side. Arch-Militant, with me. I must go to my study. And it appears we might encounter heretics along the way.
Fun.
If I may, Lord Captain. Transitional Deck 18 is at the heart of the disturbance, and if our goal is to bring Edelthrad back, I could use some support. After all, I'm not as adept at directly confronting enemies of the House as the esteemed Arch-Militant, and taking into consideration Edelthrad's psyker powers.
Then it's settled. Find Edelthrad and bring him here. In whatever state you find him. This elevator leads to restricted compartments such as my personal chambers and the bridge. Do not let me down. I require you both. Do you understand? not everything in your power. You will do as I say. I'll have your heads if you fail. Is that clear?
Fair enough. Don't you fuck with me. Just do it right.
Are you ready to head to 18? It is a long walk, and you do not even have proper gear. Of course you will. Lady Theodora would never have someone she couldn't rely on as one of her heirs. But that is no longer relevant.
Best viewers, you say? More like best get the fuck out of my house. Die. Wow, that account was created yesterday. Just a bright, wee little baby. What a bright, wee little baby. What a baby man. Wait, to me or to him? Ah, there we go. Weird that they phrased it that way, but okay. Also, son of a bitch, I'm going to shoot him.
Careful, careful. Be gentle with our guest. He has an important mission to complete during our visit to the Warren Chamber. And for that, I need him breathing. Ah, you are back with us, I see. Delightful.
Blake you two-faced scum! You are the one behind this. I can't scream that loud.
How perceptive of you. I'll help you with the next insight. I need you here for your blood. You have the option to share it voluntarily, or I will squeeze it out of you myself. We are in the anteroom of the Warren Chamber, this void ship's most hallowed vault. There, beyond those gates, lies the relic that gives Theodora all of her power. The sacred Warrant of Trade. Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates of the chamber are guarded by the Sentinel, an ancient device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind. You will offer your blood to the Sentinel.
In for penny, in for pounding. Close your eyes and try to focus, and then you feel the touch of something sharp, whereas somehow sensed a shift in the warp and delivered a preemptive strike. Blade flashes in the dim light. Drops of blood appear on your palm. For a brief moment, you feel nauseous. Your head is spinning, and then quiet whispers begin to flood your mind. More and more sourceless voices echo each other, drowning out your own thoughts, placing them with a singular urge. Oh, the gates. Oh, to the gates. Doubt I am not your puppet! Voices in your head giggle and mock your desperate outcry. Feel the intruding influence. You were wounded by the corrupted weapon, which led to a warp entity invading your mind. Forcing you onto your feet and making you take a step forward. Gates center of the chamber. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to work. One of the available dialogue options requires making a skill test. I'm like, passive skill tests, which are made automatically, you can decide whether or not to select an option, the consequences of which depend on the results. The associate text. Success or failure affects how the dialogue develops. Depending on the context, you might change the course of the conversation, alter the character's attitude, or perform an action with consequences will only become apparent later. Select the dialogue option that requires a skill test to display a tooltip detailing your character's success rate. Okay. Tech use best succeed. Carefully inspect the design of the game. Conjugator. What immediately catches your eye is the strange alloy that was some of what familiar to you. I suspect this might be some incredibly rare and powerful piece. And 20 experience. Servitor on the gate begins to move, screeching and groaning metal. It leans forward, lower jaw open, drawn out shriek. Much lighter than the jaw of a living human. The servitor's mouth is filled with sharp metallic fangs. Mid-screen and the light to the right of your light lights up. Jesus. Ah. Good. A whisper runs through consciousness, insisting, demanding. Voices that filled your head after Voigt de Ver Blade did not go. Contrary, their source coiled itself into a faint knot somewhere in the depths of your. Look around in hopes of finding at least something that could work as a searches in vain. Chamber anteroom, empty, perfect area, broken panel. Sight.
Did you forget something? I suggest you hurry.
Well, fuck me, here we go. Sentinel's jaws clamp around your hand, puncturing your skin and sinking into your flesh. A few dark drops fall into the servitor's throat, and immediately humming as the servo motors start up, pumps stir into motion. Several long minutes pass. The Sentinel's jaws remain closed, beginning to feel sick. Perhaps if you lean against the gate, catch your breath. Close your eyes and pretend none of this ever.
High levels of caustic humus. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance?
Yes, I do require assistance. Besides, just entity coiled, consciousness, not happy about harm.
Request accepted. Initiating defense protocol.
Oh, hell yeah.
There is still another way.
Let it be known that by my will and by the true words of this document, I appoint this person to be the bearer of the warrant of trade and bestow upon them their dynasty and great malediction. Be the paragon of humanity, unbroken by adversity, to walk bravely first into darkness, to unite and reclaim that what was lost. Triumphed over nightmares untold, to hold boldly the reins of fate, to walk steadily the road of thorns through Fuck, dude. Am I supposed to say that out loud fast enough?
Escort the child of the house to safety.
Need to contact somebody, preferably Theodora.
Frequencies disrupted. Initiating setup. Establishing connection.
Faster! Restore communication with the navigator's sanctum. I am trying to contact the bridge. If anyone can hear me on this frequency, regroup all available forces and head to the upper decks at once.
Communication protocols breached. Signal latency assessment
I need a weapon. I am utterly defenseless.
The current location to the nearest arsenal. Initiating situational calculations.
Madness is happening here. Who are you? Who addresses me?
Temporary obnubilation following acute stress. Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel standing by.
Away from here.
Middle and upper decks. Assuming the probability of safe placement in areas of concentration of armed units. Calculating. To prevent unauthorized units from breaching the warrant chamber, preemptive sealing must be initiated. The mobile unit will start executing the received order immediately after the safety of the warrant is secured.
Okay. As the game's story unfolds, you will see notifications at the top of the screen indicating that the status of your current objective has been updated.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
No, nothing to loot off the bodies. I have no gun. Oh, cool. I also don't know where to go.
Is there money to be made?
I also really need to pee. I'll be right back.
always have a backup plan.
Understood. Understood. Oh god, I fell over. I'm still not feeling. Oh! Hell yeah.
Master, whatever are you doing in the Warren Chamber? How did you... Throne preserve me, what is the meaning of this?
Conrad Voigtver is a traitor. Parted ways in the officer's deck. He stunned me somehow and brought me here.
What?
He intended to take revenge on Theodora for something. Warrant was somehow part of that.
Oh, holy God, Emperor. I presume he is the one responsible for the mutiny. And, Master, I wish to remind you that you are to refer to the Lord Captain as Lady Theodora.
Not here, and we have to end.
Indeed. Indeed. That is easier said than done, of course. But seeing one of Lady Theodora's heirs alive inspires at least some degree of optimism. You're in a bad way. I can treat your wounds. I have a Medicaid kit with me. And for the love of the throne, now is not a good time to be walking around the decks without means of self-defense. Here.
Treating injuries. While fighting, your character can lose some of their wounds. Your character has suffered an injury after being attacked by Conrad. This happens when a character receives damage that exceeds 50% of their maximum wounds within 1 round. Heal you. Hold left trigger. Select portrait.
I will lead us to...
I'm at your service. What advice do you seek?
I have a no...
Your seneschal is always there for you.
Miscalculations,
Look, no...
fate and fortune.
Sometimes you consult the appropriate treatise on Tactica Imperialis and weigh every step. Sometimes, though, you just fire your biggest cannon and save the day. Let's patch you up.
I owe you a debt.
Okay, cool, perfect. Shit, how did I...
Your seneschal.
I will lead us to fortune. Let's not waste time with pleasantries.
What advice do you seek?
I know how to take risks. I always keep my options open.
How do I equip things?
Arm yourself. Our enemies may find us at any moment. Arm yourself. Our enemies may find us at any moment.
Yeah, fuck. How, my dude?
Arm yourself. Our enemies may find us at any moment. That is a noticeable improvement. Now you're prepared for the trials ahead. The lower decks are teeming with heretics instigating the rabble to revolt. But that is the least of our problems. The ship's enforcers are rounding up the scoundrels and suppressing the resistance. The situation on the middle decks is much worse, although strike teams have already been dispatched there. All communication with the bridge and the engineering bay was lost. So, apart from scattered voxcasts, we have no information to go on. But that is not the worst of it all. All these jolts and shaking are most alarming. These are signs that the navigator and the master helmsman are having difficulty translating the ship out of the warp and into real space. I fear that they may have already lost control. We must reach the navigator's sanctum and get a handle on the situation. If we can manage that, some aboard this vessel may yet survive.
I heard one of the...
Lady Theodorus. Which one? The last one I received was about the navigator's sanctum, and that was a good while ago. In any case, let us hope that the Lord Captain is well and safely in charge of the ship's defense.
Well.
In the meantime, absolutely. Look.
To arms, loyal sons and daughters of the God Emperor! Fight the heresy and corruption that threatens to consume our home, and with all your might, destroy those who have dared!
The Lord Captain is calling her crew to battle, which means the Vox networks are set up for broadcast transmission, not message exchange. Splendid. While the rogue trader inspires proper resolve to fight in her subjects, you and I shall prove that her trust in us is well deserved.
Venerate the Dark Gods!
The Dark Gods!
Don't you dare to cross us!
Combat begins with the tactical phase, during which characters cannot attack or take other actions, but may try to take up advantage. Select a character by holding left trigger, moving the frame to portrait, then releasing trigger. Combat abilities of characters differ depending on their archetypes. Available abilities are located at the bottom of the screen on the abilities panel. Read the full description of the ability. Okay, so I've already figured some of that out on my own.
I'll see to it personally.
Oh,
I'll make it happen. Your end was inevitable. I won't stand for it. It's as good as done.
okay. Understood.
Death to non-believers!
Oh, we...
Such is the will of chaos.
One round, the Navy officer and their allies in a 3-cell radius gain 2 to deflection.
It will be done. indeed.
Yeah, it's the only one I got. Okay.
Army of pain won't stop me. Never stood a chance.
Okay, so you naturally.
I refuse.
Oh, okay, understood. I guess I have to stop. I get it.
Someone else can do this.
It's weird. I expected like an
I will
attack,
do my
but
duty.
oh well. That's fine. Really?
Who if not me?
Like, fuck it, really? Sir!
On it.
There we go. Advance the level of your character and their companions, prevailing in battles, exploring the Chronos Expanse, and completing quests earns you experience points. Accumulated enough experience, your character gains level. Trigger, level up. Oh, cool. Okay. Oh, okay. So that's level, that's a level. Wait, no. I am very confused.
Keep your wits about you.
I am at your service.
Okay, got it. Defeated enemies have no further need for their former belongings, but you can discover valuable trophies among them.
Look no further.
Okay, so I have to be...
Your seneschal?
Let's not waste time with...
I'm at your service.
I will lead us to fortune.
Oh, right stick. 5 to 7 damage, but 15% armor pen. 6 to 9 damage, with 5%. That is a special attack that inflicts blood. I wonder if I get a bonus for that.
Let us not dawdle.
Diagram of your void ship. It consists of several parts between which you can travel.
I hear it here on the threshold of the blinded guide. Doom comes from the heavens.
Master, watch your head. Idira, would it be too much to ask that you phrase your soothsayings plainly for once? That was too close.
Sorry, old man. Their voices are so loud I can't even hear myself. They shriek, they sing, they... Oh, Abala, how they sing.
This is Idira Tlas, personal psyker and diviner of Her Ladyship Theodora von Valancius.
I'm not drunk, old man. I'm suffering the effects of the warp that is seeping through these walls. I see the ship's fate. To die in the waves of the Immaterium, fall under the burning rays of the final dawn. And in the roaring blaze, I see a figure standing.
Okay. Crawls in deep, its claws scraping against the walls of your mind as its presence is trying to hide. See you're standing before you. Divina, are you?
The voices from beyond the threshold whisper to me. Sometimes their murmurs are clear, they grant insight. Sometimes they drive me mad. But I am patient. I know how to listen and discern. But now, with this clamor around me, too many voices, too loud. And you, Von Valancius, are a sorcerer too, just like the other one. Lady Theodora must have grown so fond of psychers she wants one to replace her.
Officers frequency. To all who can hear me, those with a weapon in their hands are to gather on the officers' deck at once. I repeat, gather on the officers' deck at once and prepare to launch a counterattack.
That's Edelthrat. Oh, Emperor's Providence. The other heir lives as well. Quick! We must head to...
Not so fast, old man. If we drown in the warp, Lady Theodora's heirs won't be any good to us. If Edelthrat's like me and hasn't yet surrendered his mind or body to the mercy of the warp, then he can still hold on a little longer without us.
Blast it! You're right. First, we need to deal with what is happening here.
What? You think Lady Theodora didn't ask me to peek into the darkness behind the backs of those she sees as her prospective heirs? I have seen you. I have...
Dark and frightening from the depths of your soul has been tainted by the influence of warp sorcery, and it seems you'll never be rid of it.
The whispers called me. The ones I could make out among all the screams and screeches. Those who are rocking this boat hit us where it hurt. They went after the Navigator, our guide through the warp. Other whispers called me to the Enginarium, but it was too late. I heard the cry of our master Cog.
What? You don't mean the Enginseer Prime is...
Said, without a doubt.
Well, that's no good.
The voices wail, heralding countless nightmares, cackling at each soul among the hundreds that are now joining the warp. The shriek from the Navigator's sanctum was louder than the rest. And it's better that we saved the Navigator than some lever puller from a cooling module or a cook from the middle decks. Oh no. No. Nothing is well about him. Can't you feel the chill crawling on your skin? The eyes watching you? The warp ice has already encased the bulkheads. What follows is calamity. But we're not just going to stand here and take it, are we? The state of things in here suggests there's a Navigator around. Maybe one who's crippled or at death's door, but still kicking. And since our skin hasn't peeled off our faces just yet, his third eye must be closed. At worst, it's a little roughed up. So what are we moping around for? Let's go protect that noble mutant while we're still alive.
Fair enough. Has joined your party, which now consists of several characters. Their character selection menu allows you to switch between characters. Press and hold left trigger while moving all party. Selected. One character. Separate the character from the...
Is there money to be made?
Oh, there's some psyker shit.
No mercy to those who oppose Von Valancius!
I'm unaware of what type of psyker she is, so I'm just gonna put you right there.
Out of my way!
Ow, dickhead. Hydra is a psyker and an operative. As an operative, she can study opponents and identify their weaknesses, and her psyker abilities allow her to deal damage to them. Operative ability. Next. Sight. The operative's turns. The operative can also use this ability against a specific. Look to several stacks of this. Capital Psyker. Psychic powers. Future you encounter staves that only a psyker with a certain discipline can use. For example, you might find a staff that lets a psyker use Inferno, but to do so, they must first have the Pyromancy Psychic discipline. Okay.
On it. Be gone.
See, that's the shit that I want to be doing. What the hell? One friendly creature. The Psyker increases the target's dodge and parry.
Will do.
Use the hologram to gauge the effectiveness of your intended action. Select a cell in the battlefield and press A to place the character's hologram there, then select a single shot attack. Expected outcome.
I'll make it happen. Your end was inevitable.
My gut tells me it's a bad idea.
Oh, no line of sight. Okay. So if I were to have moved first, cut him down, then did that, I would have been fine. The officer and their allies in a 3-cell radius. Okay. Not going to buy anybody, so I can him up. Stab him. It costs 2 to do the thing. And that's not technically line of sight, right? Yep, not line of sight. Gotta wait.
There is movement in the Empyrean.
Like a shriek. Stab the shit.
Anything else?
Die, child. The creature in the chair appears as if it has become one with its throne. You see pink parchment-like skin stretched between the seat and the limbs that have too many joints for a normal human. The navigator is breathing heavily, air whistling as it moves through 2 dark gill-like slits on its cheeks. The creature's eye shut. The 2 ordinary eyes as well as the one that sits in the center.
I believe Master Vespider still lives. Well, the servants are dead, but the chamber, thank the Emperor, is still sealed from the warp. Well, we have a chance of leaving this place alive.
Wounded, exhausted, fighting back the endless horrors of the warp that are forcing their way into his head. Pick one.
Your time is short.
Let's go. Our chair. Unclear how the navigator. Time is short to deflect.
Beyond these mortals, and behold the final dawn.
Ah! It came from beyond. His body is not his.
Echoed by the silent cries and your unseen triumphs side of the navigator's Aroxa.
Its march thunders under the burden of hopes. Unseal your hearts, and I will flood your souls with myriads of words and meanings, each one a portent of salvation within me.
Run. Flee from this place while I still have the strength. I can contain the intrusion, but not for long. We must begin the translation. Leave the warp. But it can't be done without the Master Helmsman's help.
You can't. It's only thanks to Master Vespider that we're still alive. If he falls, this whole ship is doomed. Let him do his duty. You know it's the last thing he'll ever do.
Run. The Sanctum will... The ship can only begin the translation with the assistance of the Master Helmsman, if he is still alive. It is worth a try. We must get to the bridge, but we will need support. Our only option is to fight our way to the officer's deck and join forces with Edelthrad and his people. I believe we will also find Lady Theodora there.
I'll be right
She must have
back.
heard the call to arms that the servos goal relayed to us earlier.
Had to go explain Marvel.
I always have a backup plan.
Crazy. Oh, cool. That just collects everything within like a X amount of radius. That's pretty neat. Heretic staff. Get... Oh, hey. I'll... Oh, blah, 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 blah. That's really weird that you can't switch character and you have to do it from out here. It's super weird and a little obnoxious, but okay, fair enough, I guess. Psychic staff. Two-handed melee weapon. I could hit somebody with it, or I could shoot the lightning with it. Oh, that's a rifle. Wait, hold on. It has a bayonet on the end of it. Why does it not have a melee attack? Boo. 3 to 5. 3 to 4. That can be held in offhand. Okay, I'm fine with that.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
There we go. Like, come on. Come on, you can do it. Come on. Oh, he did.
Your ship's as good as ours. It's all over for you.
Pretty good.
I shall pity not your enemies. I shall heed not their pleas.
Somebody shoot these.
I shall betray not your tenets, nor stray one step from them. Take not your gaze from me. Leave me not without your grace.
I told you he would protect us.
My God, my light, my emperor.
Well, that's fun. Weapon quivers in hand. At a brief moment, it seems she's not going to stop and will instead continue eliminating every target she sees, starting with you.
Sister Argenta. Sister Argenta, it is a relief to see you. We require all the forces we can muster.
Your face, it is unfamiliar. Who are you?
I'll introduce myself after you do the same.
Allow me, Master. Sister Argenta, sacred warrior of the Adeptus Sororitas. Sister, this is Master von Valancius, a member of the Rogue Traders House.
The hour is dark and daunting. Ship abounds with corruption. The faces of friends are twisted by sneers of heresy. The eyes of comrades ignite with the archenemy's hunger. I will do what I must to halt the advance of the Dark Forces. But in these dire moments, little can be trusted. So I must know, why are you here?
Sister, I beg of you. Now is not the time for interrogations. The ship is under attack by heretics. We've been betrayed by our esteemed Master of Whispers. Edelstrad the Heir is waiting for our aid, and Lord Captain Theodora is expecting a report on our success. We are here to deal with the situation, so I suggest we all do just that.
Not even think to insinuate that I am one of those traitors. I will not let such an affront slide.
That answer does you credit. Only the truly righteous would be so provoked by the accusation of heresy. I cannot wait to rain righteous fire down upon each and every heretic.
At 25. What is a warrior of the Adeptus Sororitas doing aboard a rogue trader's ship? Your orders serve the ecclesiarchy.
Sister Argenta is a guest of the Lord Captain. And that story deserves its own time and conversation. Under more appropriate circumstances.
Enough idle chatter. I am where I must be, and that will suffice.
Main hall deck.
Through this door. I shall join you, for it is my duty to the God Emperor to destroy this heresy.
We will follow. For now, we will hold off any heretics who might try to crawl in through the cracks to join the main assault. And we'll take a look at the generators while we're at it. Those villains made a mess of the cables. Oh, I wish we had a Tectomat with us. But we'll see what we can do without one.
Good to hear it.
Ready. May Terra's light illuminate our path through fire and...
Both fire and darkness.
Wits about you.
You've received a new, more efficient weapon for your character. To upgrade your equipment, hold right trigger, select inventory, etc. Seven to 11.
Let's not waste time.
I woke up with a feeling of wonder, as if a field of flowers was blossoming nearby. A child was saved from death. 1,000 heretics were burning alive, begging and sobbing and howling.
Oh, okay, got it, understood. They just did a little... Okie dokie.
Let us not dawdle.
Join me in...
I will lead us to fortune.
Still large enough for a person to get through.
Here we go again.
Your Emperor won't save you. Chaos guides me.
Heretics! I should have put the tankier man up front.
Bring ruin.
Fair enough. Thank you, desk and chairs.
It will be done.
Oops. Oh, that doesn't... Hold on, no. The warrior moves in a straight line and launches a melee attack against any target in the warrior's path. Oh, understood. Okay, well, he's just out in the open now. That's a little scary, but alright.
I serve the ruinous powers!
Stop mocking me. Cross the feeble.
Argenta's abilities. Argenta is the warrior, the Adeptus Sororitas, and a soldier. She's expert with burst, ranged weapons, and weapons that deal damage in an area. Argenta's strengths is her mobility in combat. Running gun is a unique soldier ability. Using it grants the soldier extra movement points and reduces the cost of next attack by 1 action point. The soldier will also suffer a -10 penalty to the ballistic skill for this attack. Running gun also allows the soldier to perform an additional attack with a ranged weapon.
Is for the weak. I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. Faith without deed is worthless.
All partial covers give you full cover. Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna put that down.
I'll see to it personally.
Ah, no more AP. Okay. Gotta wait it out. One creature within a 10-cell radius.
Will do. On it. Be gone.
Yeah, her Psyker shit, much better than my Psyker shit.
Can I fall back now?
Took one hit, you calm down.
My prescience has failed me.
To the weak.
That's not the Seneschal's job.
So what, would I move here? Oop.
Victory is imminent.
Stab. Oh, wait, she died.
At your beck and call. I took care of this one.
And then use my remaining AP to stab again. Okay, understood. All right. Need an AP to do the attack at the end.
Indeed.
the Emperor will be undone.
I'll do it.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so regardless of AP, you only get the one attack.
Who if not me? You never stood a chance.
Will do. What an unfortunate turn of fate.
Because that takes up my one attack action.
Anything else? No can do. Was it you? Or I am your doom.
Chaos guides me.
Follow my lead. At your beck and call.
Fuck, dude. Dude.
I'd rather not. Victory is imminent.
Chaos guides me.
Rejoice in battle.
Wait, yeah, why'd you do that, you fucking knee?
As the Emperor commands, I act. Guided by faith.
I'll do it.
Was that on purpose?
Might have been. Why didn't you... Fuck, bro! You're learning, it's fine.
I'll make it happen. It's as good as done. Your end was inevitable.
Too bad I can't shoot my gun after, man.
On it.
Fucking kidding me.
I serve the ruinous powers.
you aiming at? And why can I not?
Can do this.
Ah! Whatever, fine.
Faith without eradicated. I will not.
Oh, it's not cool. Cooldowns in this game are not fun. No, if I switch to... if I do melee, stab this dude.
You never stood a chance.
Charge into that
See
dude.
to it personally.
There we go.
I'm not so sure. Cover me. Be gone.
Zap the shit out of him.
Is there money to be made? Look, I know how to take risks.
See? Right there.
Replica of the Von. It sits in the... And of all the ways I could have fucked up that encounter, I muffed up that encounter. We open the door and interact with this icon above the conjugator.
Just as I planned.
We'll take dialogue and often make various skill checks. Result might determine how successful your character's efforts are, make hidden dialogue options appear, or reveal how the success of the test is determined by rolling 100-sided die. Each test is a difficulty to 100. Succeed, you must roll a value equal to or less than the sum of both the stated and value. For example, you are attempting a test with the difficulty of character's logic score is 40. It's 30. Or to succeed on the logic skill test, you must roll a 30 or less. Any result above 30. Why would you dictate this by low number, not high number? That's weird.
I always keep my options open.
Where it gains a +3 bonus to tech you. Oh, okay. Elta charges. Sell the shit out of that to somebody, let me tell you.
Duty prevails.
Okay, cool. And then we move. Yeah.
I always have a backup plan.
Get the goods.
That's how it's done.
Let's go bonuses to tech. 5% off. Fair enough. Okay. Level up all these people. Warrior's next turn, all incoming damage is reduced by 2, and the warrior gains. Okay. I get my other shit at. That's. Revel in slaughter. Oh, hey, it's Megalomaniac. How you doing, man? Which immediately removes the winded soldier. Chance. So how do I... These are all passive. Playing the... No idea what that is.
Keep your wits about you.
Well, go on, Megalomaniac. What's it about?
Oh, it's a peculiar thing.
Oh, hold on. Goods. Stave. Hey.
Fate and fortune.
We are the spearhead of the Imperium.
Like, I'll catch up eventually. It's fine. Ah, I see.
Are you lost, my heir?
Oh no. Oh, gotcha. That's fun.
An apparition. A sorceress. Apparition. Trickery of the warp.
Sister, you will lower your weapon. Threatening the Lord Captain is outrageous.
I am a rogue trader. I am wherever my will demands me to be. Would you prefer to be elsewhere at this time? Indubitably. But are you ready? I can lead you out of these flames, show you a path, rid you of pain, and give you a weapon so that you may defeat your enemies.
Because to salivate. Word Theodora speaks is like music to your ear. Entity that now dwells in the recesses of your mind is pleading, begging, demanding that you give her an immediate answer. That answer can be nothing other than acceptance.
Do not listen to this abomination. There is naught but his light in your heart. If you are resolute in your faith, then step into the flames. The Emperor protects. His faithful will not be deterred by either darkness or deceitful promises. Nor will the fire burn those who carry the torch of faith in their soul.
To the void with you. We need to follow Lady Theodora before we suffocate in this furnace.
The people! The survivors from the middle decks! We must help the...
Then we'll miss our chance to meet up with everyone.
Ah!
What What are we waiting for?
Gee, okay. Sometimes your character will have to make tough decisions based on their values, interests, and goals. Such decisions affect their convictions. This can develop directions: dogmatic, iconoclast, or heretical, which includes 5 ranks. The higher the rank, the more zealously the character follows their conviction. Notably, the world around them reacts. Motion through the ranks of actions. Also, some items like convictions. The choices, the choices. Becoming thick and dense, enveloping you and your companions, impenetrable veil. Theodora smiles at you. Radiant, piercing blue eyes suddenly remind you.
I will show you the way.
This may have been a mistake. This may have been a poor choice.
What? What is this place?
My mind is clouded with darkness. Emperor, lay your hand upon our brows and guard us against the morass of heresy.
Hey, where's my great power I was promised? What the fuck? Oh, corrupted Inferno pistol. There is the power I was promised. Provides an opportunity to lock. Not her in her chair, dead.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Large blood-drenched desk, the Archmilk corpse still clutching a weapon, is slumped against.
Emperor, accept thy faithful souls. No! Lord Captain, I didn't hear a thing. Not a whisper, not a breath. It was so loud. Why didn't I foresee this?
Damn. See it? Oh, damn it.
No.
Oh, there we go.
Lord Captain. Who would even dare? Unless that rat, Voidsphere.
Doubt it. They wished humiliation and suffering upon Theodora. Swift death.
It could have happened in the heat of battle. Not to mention that Mort was here. And he would have protected Lady Theodora to the last. How could Mort have failed her so terribly? The Archmilitant was born on a death world. He had lightning-fast reflexes.
I can look at things in my own way. If you find something.
Body the cause of death. Rogue Trader's life was an auto pistol gun. Apparently accurate one he had. face bears an expression of surprise. Last emotion. And the floor catches your eye. Blood spotted parchments and scrolls and lean down for. Notice something else. Small shards of glass scattered. I'll put it on the list, friend.
Streaks of color, luminescence, blue lights, faces, drawing closer. Lady Theodora, and Conrad, and what is that? Ah! Something dark, enormous. Oh, this glass thing was something foul, that's for sure. Tainted witchcraft.
Cards were self.
It doesn't work like that. I can try to read the memories of objects, but dead bodies are a different story. Something like that would require her soul. And after what we saw on the officer's deck, I won't risk searching for it in a warp.
Fair enough. I was spraying furniture around with blood, brain matter, shards of his skull. Safety of the Archmilton's weapon is off. Second quick. War Imperium. Test succeed. Signed. It with the seal of the Holy Orders. Areas.
Yes, the crucible of battle calls to me once more.
No, wait! We must see if we can find anything.
Idira, you can't bring her back. Let her go.
You'd give up so easily, old man? I expected as much from the sister. It's not like she has a heart. But you? Oh no. I'll get to the bottom of this. I'll find the one responsible for murdering the Lord Captain. And when I do, that scum will regret the day they were born.
Give me your shit, dude.
Is there money to be made?
Like, you could probably wear that. Wear this amulet gains a +10 bonus to commerce and... forthwith. Forming the necessary support for Rykard's. Okie dokie. Keep
I
it
always have a backup
Keep it
plan.
on. La, 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 la. Aw, shit.
Beware the ire of the witch.
Surrender to the dark powers!
armored body glove. Leather armor. Armor protects the character from incoming damage. Light and medium armor types are both available to you at the moment. Armor stat indicates what percent of incoming damage from an enemy attack it can absorb. Obtained heavy armor. Unlike light and medium armor, heavy armor provides the ability to deflect damage. Deflection is a unique heavy armor stat. Reduces damage taken by a specified flat amount. Higher armor rating, medium or light armor, but also usually has a higher dodge penalty. Dodge and area. Only characters with heavy armor for efficiency talent can wear heavy armor. Warrior's next turn, all incoming damage 2, and the warrior.
At your beck and call. One fewer target.
Yeah, not who I was aiming at, but you know what? I'll take that. Oh shit, I didn't mean to twice. Oopsie.
Who, if not me?
Got the shit out of him.
On it.
Scream! Counter enemies of various abilities. An icon next to an enemy's portrait indicates that under the influence of some kind of against 4 MP. Their next attack costs 1 less. Does not count toward the end of the next turn. The soldier, while winded, the soldier suffers a minus. Okay, understood. Round the sister battle, or was it hit?
I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Oh, fuck.
I'll do it.
Removes all exploits from the target, decreasing the target's dodge, parry, and armor by blah blah blah.
Will do. But of course, what an unfortunate turn of fate. Will do.
Yeah, I probably should have led with that, but that's fine. Oh!
Death to the weak. Out of my way.
Don't know what the hell he was aiming at, but alright. This is gonna be you walk over here. You hit him with the Then I do this to get over here.
At your beck and call.
To convince you to play the fucking, I don't know. I said I'll put it on the list. I'll play it eventually. Can I?
I won't stand for it. I refuse.
Man. Some of these abilities confuse the shit out of me.
I'll make it happen.
Ah, I see.
My gut tells me it's a bad idea.
But that's 2 spaces away. What do you mean?
I won't stand for it.
As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it.
Dude, this is getting annoying.
On it. Not this Greyer's job. Anything else?
Oh.
Death to non-believers. Chaos guards.
Get John and we could die together.
I'm not interested. I will do my duty.
Nice, nice.
Taking calculated risk is in my second nature.
I don't miss. I could just do charge.
I refuse.
I'm gonna fucking flip a bitch. Damn it.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart. As the Emperor commands, none can escape
There.
the Emperor's judgment.
Jesus.
The Emperor.
Let's not waste time with pleasantries.
I'll get some water. I'll be right back. Water, 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 water. Okie dokie. Time to level uppy doppy. AP plus the bonus MP. Not lose MP after performing. As long as you have. Oh, okay, cool. Gotcha. Temp Desolation. Epicenter of Slaughter. Psyker shit. Okay, cool. So this is where I can get. Or the Psyker uses a damaging psychic power on targets that are 6 cells or further away. The target suffers an additional. Well, that'd be great if I had fucking Psyker shit to use. Level of Psi rating provides the Psyker access to psychic power. Mm. Mm. Second sight ordains it. There we go. Okay. Axe the back against the. Unsanctioned Psyker and sanctioned. Psychic power gain 7 armor pen. First dodge attempt. Mental damage from any sort. Mental. Soldier's second attack action in turn deals 15% more damage to enemies not suffered. damage from the soldier during this. Okay.
Always keep your eye on the price.
I don't know if the staff counts as a psychic power or not. The void ship bridge. Everything's on fire! Oh God! %15 of artifacts cargo. Okay. As pistol. Okay.
Let us not dawdle.
Be the loot goblin you were meant to be.
I always get the job done.
The first sacrifice opens the eye. The second sacrifice draws its gaze.
Traitor. Right when we needed all forces to deliver a decisive blow, you stepped aside. Do not even try to claim that my vox casts did not reach you. I sense the mark of the warp on you. An echo of the powers that are ravaging this ship. What is it? The aftermath of the terrors that you had to face? Or an admission of guilt?
Sister of battle at my side. What suspicions could you possibly have?
I cannot vouch for your actions. What transpired on the officer's deck?
Let us leave this conversation for another time. Master Edelstrad, it is with great sorrow that I inform you that Lady Theodora von Valancius is dead.
What? You? This is your doing.
Master Edelstrad, no! We have remained in each other's sight ever since we broke free from Kunrad's schemes. The Lord Captain was killed by another's hand, and by the Golden Throne. I can surmise whose hand it was.
No matter what ritual Kunrad is performing there, the warp is too strong. I cannot withstand it. I feel my body changing with every second. The warp is ringing in the air. This is the end. We will perish in the warp, along with the Warrant and all the dynasty's heirs. The enemy of humanity has triumphed.
Not this day.
I've seen it before. We'd better get away from him. The changes are already accelerating.
Ship can still be steered. Must for communication. Navigator's sanctum.
Then we have no right to bow our heads.
Blood everywhere. Really in the bridge. Broken blade, he is holding a stake. Dark drops.
We are out of time.
Sickly. To die this day, let us die with honor!
I will not die quietly alongside one who is a traitor to his blood. If my last service to the Imperium is to rip out the throat of an enemy of humanity, then such is the God Emperor's will. Accursed traitor! A time will come when you will bleed for her ladyship Theodora's murder. Remember my words, for they are the vow of he who marches toward his death.
What? Theodora is dead? No, that can't be. Not now. I still haven't.
Your ritual won't be finished, heretic!
Why are you walking? You all have guns. Fucking shoot him. Why did you do that? This is stupid. You people are idiots. You have guns. Oh. Oh, that's no good. That's a warp beast.
More enemies to face judgment. We are truly blessed this day.
Yeah, I'm just fine like that. All right, cool. Counter enemies and various abilities, blah, 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 blah. You learn about them with the shit. All right, I didn't assign my new ability. Therefore, it is not here. Shit, okay?
I will see to it personally.
Zap the shit out of him.
It's as good as done.
To use the unique abilities called Heroic Acts or Desperate Measures, momentum is required. And the actions of your party in combat. Momentum bar will increase or decrease. High momentum value allows a character to use Heroic Act. Low value grants act measures. Both abilities can change the course. Oh, okay, that's just a whole different. Understood.
But of course. Was that you? Or
The operative immediately inflicts one exploit on all enemies in combat, then makes a free attack against a target. Attack always. At the end of combat, the target of this attack suffers.
no can do.
Okay, understood. Soldier gains the ability to make a number of extra attacks equal to their weapon's rate of fire, using the weapon attack that normally costs the least AP spent.
In thy light I stand, and thy light I crave. Thou is for the weak. As the Emperor commands, eradicated.
Shit.
I'll do it. Each strike is a prayer. As the Emperor commands, I act.
No! Forward now to shoot. Yep. No. Cell rating.
It will be done.
Oh, the angle's too low? Okay.
That's not the Seneschal's job.
Oh shit, I didn't even notice you down there.
I don't need luck. I have strategy.
Oh. Oh, he uses the little dudes to heal. I understand.
On it.
Stop it! I know what is to come. On it. Will do. But of course.
I'm a member.
Bang, 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 bang.
Victory is imminent. It will be done. At your beck and call.
There's all AP plus 3. Performing attacks.
Forth on Valencius! I will do like you. Careful.
Healing.
Mocking me.
I'll brush this off. I'll make it happen. Who if not me?
My prescience has failed me. They who discern the future on the battlefield. Anything is. Will do.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone. Faith without deeds is worthless. Doubt is for the weak.
It will be done. Victory is imminent.
I guess that's going to be the better call. Oopsie.
That's the temporary setback. It's as good as
Last.
Can I fall back now?
As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it.
At your beck and call. You are targeted.
Nice. Kicked his shit in.
I'm at yours, sir.
I will lead us to fortune. Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
Oh, oop. Oop, oop. There we go. There's Iconicast. Stop hitting the wrong buttons. When the wearer of these gloves gets an injury or falls unconscious in combat, their allies gain it's too damn. Psychers by 5. Okay. This is how you get the Okay, so that's the game. Oh, okay. suffering. Build a perfect. Okay.
Keep your wits about you.
Sir, I need you to move the wreckage. I'm gonna save there. I'm gonna call it. I agreed to do shit at 7 tonight. Yeah, game's fun. Like I'm surprised that the game is engaging. Let's see. Find. We can find. Let's see who is going. Who be going around these dem parts? I'll do chaos. Chaos. Get it? Good. We did it. All right, we're going for the raid, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with me. I do. Vacation to be had next week. Going to a Adepticon. But there should something tomorrow, hopefully something Monday, and hopefully something Tuesday. But until then, I'll see you guys around. Have a good night, everybody.